Dr. William James, called the father of modern psychology, said, "There's nothing so absurd but that if you repeat it often enough, people will believe it." And that certainly happened today with America's history. Today we're told, no, we're not a Christian nation. The Founding Fathers didn't want religious principles. They were all deists anyway. They didn't want religious activities. And we've been told that again and again and again. In recent years, the U.S. Supreme Court has decreed that the Founding Fathers would never have wanted students to be exposed to the acknowledgement of God. They would not want students exposed to prayer. Universities today not only teach students, they test them that not one single one of the Founding Fathers even believe in God. Well, this is what we're told, but is it accurate? It's absolutely not accurate. It can be easily disproven even by the records of the U.S. Supreme Court itself. For you see, we have the writings of the Founding Fathers and the official acts of the Founding Fathers as recorded in the records of Congress, the congressional records, and the very first action, the collective action of these Founding Fathers itself, disproves the assertion that they were deists and that they did not want religious principles involved. The first act collectively of the Founding Fathers occurred in 1774. At that time, we were 2 years away from the Declaration. We were still loyal British subjects, loyal British citizens in British colonies, but we recognized that we might not be able to reconcile our differences with Great Britain. So the Founding Fathers said, why don't we learn to govern ourselves? They had never done that before. So in 1774, they convened the first Congress of the United States, the 1774 Provincial Congress. And that's where the records of Congress start, with 1774. Do you know what the first act was of these first Founding Fathers? The Founding Fathers that gave us our founding documents, their first act in that first Congress, they opened with prayer. Oh, but it wasn't a dinky little prayer that said, God bless this Congress kind of prayer. According to the writings of those who participated in it, they opened with a 3-hour prayer session in Congress. A 3-hour prayer session to open Congress. Now, many of them wrote about it. One of them wrote and said, throughout the prayer time, Washington and Henry were kneeling there. Jay and Rutledge were kneeling there. Another one afterwards said, after that 3 hours of prayer, even the stern old Quakers had tears running down their cheeks.